Welcome back to TL's Hobby Center. Today we're going to be going over the Lego Technic McLaren Senna GTR. And the model number for this one is 42123. Age is 10 and up. Unfortunately, my box wasn't in the greatest shape, but it was the only one they had in stock, so that's why I ended up getting this one. I found it on accident going through the store on a shelf that it shouldn't be on, and well, I seen it, I was like, well, I gotta get it. So we're gonna find out if this is worth the 40 bucks that they retail for. So it's a typical, Lego box that you can get. Has some nice pictures of the model on here. I never heard of the Senna, if that's how you're supposed to say it. McLaren. I've only just seen the regular McLarens. On the back, it shows that you also have the, from what it looks like, pistons moving in the engine, like the Batmobile I just built. And it's a 4.0 liter twin turbo V8 with 814 horsepower with a top speed of 200 miles an hour and a 0 to 60 in about 2.8 seconds. So I'm guessing this is their top-notch race model version of this car that's pretty much only for the streets, I'm assuming, because I had never actually seen a GTR style one of these on the streets, so that's new to me. It looks like it's got some butterfly doors, like the Lambo doors, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that works. And then you just got another picture of it in front. Up top you just have your typical more specs about the car, what the actual size of the parts are going to be looking like. And you have a really nice rendering of the car in the front, and it's an 830 piece puzzle. So I'm excited to jump into this, but before we start building, hit the like and leave a comment if you guys have built this or have built anything like this one. If there's another version of this one I don't know about, let me know. And also subscribe so I can keep doing different forms of these 3D puzzles for you guys, so that way you guys would know what you're getting into if you guys plan on buying one of these. Just to help you guys out if I can, let me know. But yeah, subscribe and let's start building or getting into this package and seeing what we got. Boom, just like that, we got her open. This is a 3-system build, it looks like. I got the first bag, which looks like a bunch of chassis pieces and a bunch of lots of little parts. So careful with them. Second bag looks like starts with the back end of the body, possibly the wing, roof, I'm assuming, and a bunch of the tethering pieces. And then you have yourself the bag 3, which is the exterior mostly, and you get all the other parts for the third bag. Each one has 2 bags each, plus probably 1 or 2 inside. And you get the wheels and tires, and what looks like the roof A-pillar for the vehicle, it's rubber. And one thing I do not understand is why we got 2 of the decal sheets, unless it was just an accident. I accidentally threw it in, because they are exactly the same numbers, same name. Just not really sure why, unless I forgot to throw something in it, which we'll have to figure out as we're building. I'm not sure. Yeah, we got the fenders. Oh, we'll figure it out, and if I just have a spare sheet, then it is what it is. So, yeah, I think we're ready to jump into this. There is 220 supposedly called steps for this. Let's get all the way to the back. Where it is. Yes, 220 so-called steps. And then if you look on the next page after that, you have some really nice pictures of the befores and afters of this car, of what the actual car looks like compared to the model we got now. So it's going to be interesting to see this thing. Next one's like a full page of the car. Really nice looking. And there's the actual model kit again. These are different models, which I built the Jeep if you guys see on my channel later on. I wouldn't mind trying to figure out what that Lego Technic control is. It looks like a RC car possibly. The Ferrari I have not seen in stores yet, but I'm going to keep looking. And I am quite curious to know where I can find that one. because especially after these holiday seasons, parts or models like these are hard to find. So we're gonna try our best. There's a Lego store not too far from my house that I'm gonna take a look at eventually here soon and see if they have anything neat up there. I'm hoping to find something else, but I do definitely have a few other kits that I do want to build for you guys, so that's a to-do list eventually. But other than that, I think we're ready to jump into building this, so let's go and jump to it and start building. Well, there we go. We just got ourselves a nice looking McLaren all built, and it's got the McLaren shape to it, just I wouldn't say it's 100% accurate compared to some of the other builds, but it's definitely a really neat one for a race car. Again, this car is more sleek and kind of pointed, I guess is easy-ish way to say how this car is actually supposed to look. But all in all, it's actually a really neat looking build though. It wasn't too bad. Definitely a bunch of smaller pieces, so you gotta kind of be patient with it if you're doing one of these, because it's something else. It's got the Technic, so you got the steering going on. And then if you look really closely in the back, right in here, hard to see. It goes right there. There is like a camshaft kind of thing, like a crank, almost like a crankshaft, I guess, but it moves so-called pistons up and down whenever you move the car. There's no hood to lift up. The really neat thing that they did with these, how they designed it, is you can actually have the wing doors like that on both sides. So that's pretty cool that they included that, so that way you can get a good close-up of the interior. And back in there you can see the engine. But that's pretty cool. Steering has a little steering knob that you can see inside, right in that little silver rod right there. You can see all of that. And the front end, you don't have too crazy much. It's definitely got the aero looking bumper style on this, so that's why a lot of this is open. And then the headlights kind of sit way up in there. Then on the back side, you have your tail lights. You got your spoiler with the GTR on the back. I don't know if this thing goes up and down. I don't think so. It's got its air diffuser in the bottom for the bumper. First one I built with a really big wing, I think. Other than, yeah, I think it was the only one I built with a heavy wing on it. So that's all in all pretty cool. It's a decent size. Compared to some other ones, it's a little bit longer, but really not bad. You can see that it's about the same width, roughly, as some other ones. And then lengthwise, going to be slightly longer by about 2 inches. And we'll try not to crank out one up anymore. So that's that one with the Jeep, or the Mustang. Then I got one with the Jeep, which is going to be obviously a massively different kind of build. Again, still decently width. I don't know how accurate it'd be lengthwise in real life of a difference, but widthwise is pretty close. Here's one of the champion builds, roughly, if you guys need an idea of how that's going to look if you guys only have the champions, the speed champions. So here's that Ferrari that I built a while back to compare to this. And then for my massive built one that has very similar Technics in it is the Batmobile that I had built. And this one's a decent size comparison if you guys are looking to build either this one or how small it is compared to that one, maybe, if you guys are wondering. So, oh, that's a pretty close, I mean, it's a nice size difference is what I'm saying. So this one was pretty intensive to build. This one, you probably get it done in about 2.5 hours, I would say. So I would definitely buy this one again. This one's a nice build. I love the engine design that they have for all the different crank, or the engine, all the different pistons raising up and down, how they work. It almost works like a camshaft where you have a lobe and then there's a rod. Every time the lobe goes up, that rod goes up and it drops back down, up and then back down. So that's really cool. They incorporated that for engineering. This is, I think, one of the more first ones that I've used that had these rubber bodyline pieces for the A-pillars and stuff like that, and back here in the quarter panel. So that's all new to me. I never used these before, so that was nice. Curious to know how that worked, if they were solid or if they were going to be rubber, which they are rubber, so it's pretty cool. But if you guys have any questions about this one, don't be afraid to ask. Drop a comment down below in the comment section, and don't forget to like it and also subscribe on the channel so I can bring you guys more content. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have a great new year, and yeah, keep on building. We'll catch you on the next video. Thank you guys for watching.